Trouble is brewing in markets across Edo State over the news of allocation of revenue collection contracts to Tony Adon, popularly known as Kabaka and Osakpawa Eriyo, alias Nomolest, by the gubernatorial candidates of All Progressives Congress APC, Osage Iyamu. Mrs. Grace Ahubahi, who operates a shop in the popular urban market at King Square, Benin City, said the news broke around 6 p.m. on Tuesday when we were getting ready to close our shops and go home. One of our union members told us that revenue collection in urban markets, Lagos Street, Yanga Market, and other street markets around here have been ceded to Tony Kabaka and his fellow thug, Osakpawa Eriyo, popularly called No Molest, by Osage Iyamu, which will take effect from November 16, 2020. That is, if he wins the September 19 gubernatorial election. Mrs. Ahubahi added that our union leaders who brought the news said they were invited to Iyamu's house in Benin City, where they were told to get prepared to work with Tony Kabaka and no more less if Iyamu wins the election. We were made to understand that the revenue collection contract is Kabaka's reward for the support he has been giving to Iyamu. She, however, noted that the decision to cede the market to former Adams Oshomole stock is not popular among traders in the state. The proposal is dead on arrival. We have started mobilizing and sensitizing our members to get ready to stop Iyamu from winning the election with our permanent voters cards, PVCs. We know what we went through under these talks while Oshomole was governor. A return to that old order characterized by harassment, humiliation, and exploitation of traders is not acceptable, and we will vote against it, she declared. Another trader, Mr. Kingsley Iho Defeyi, lamented that a return to the Kabaka era will completely obliterate the several gains of the Godwin Obaseki-led governments. He added, I have told my colleagues not to fret over the proposed return of Tony Kabaka to our markets and motor parks because we will use our voters' cards to stop such a devilish plan. All that Edo traders need to do on the day of election is to come out en masse and vote for Obaseki. We have enjoyed a great deal of social sanity in our market under the incumbent governor, and we are going to keep things that way for another 4 years. We will not throw away good governance and replace it with mediocrity. Our people have not forgotten the harassment and humiliation they suffered under the misdirected and illiterate Kabaka while Oshomole was governor. Anyone whose wish is to return us to that era is surely doomed. Okay. Of course, this issue of Tony Kabaka, when he was the tax collectors or whatever, the revenue collectors under Oshomole, from market women, and you could remember when this issue of the government demolished his house. According to what they said, it was built in a wrong place. When Tony Kabaka was saying all manner of things, the people who were really so happy were the market people. We were hearing from different quarters that their own God has fought for them, because a lot of them knew what they passed through, because this is not the first time, knew what they passed through during Tony Kabaka when he was collecting that revenue from them. They were not so happy. At the end of the day, they said they are happy, and the way it's been done now, that nobody needs to come to your shade and begin to drag you or begin to throw your things away. A lot of people cried, a lot of market women cried, according to what we heard, according to the testimonies they were giving. So it's like they were so happy when Tony Kabaka's house was demolished, because they believed that it was karma or nemesis that was really visiting him. As at that time, that a lot of people were just pitying him, that if they knew what this guy did to them, the market people and his gangs, then that nobody will pity him, because he has destroyed a lot of lives. That was what Benin Edo people were saying, the market people. And also, that this man, Even Tony Kabaka in one of the videos, he said, now we put on there. Now we put on there. We put Obaseki, we work for Obaseki. Now Obaseki can't they treat us like this. Now we put on there. We worked for Obaseki. It's because of Yomole, we worked for Obaseki. People were like, you work for Obaseki. Doesn't mean the people did not vote for him. See, they worked, they did this and that. They were the one that put him there. Of course, we know how that happened because they were together. Even Obaseki, all of them, they were together. And that's why the thing is really hurting Oshomole that, oh, this man was with us with all the effort we put in place, not knowing that he was not even in support of our government and all of that. He now changed everything when he came in as a governor. So now you can see that, you see the trend again. Videos that we saw, a video where Iyamu was there. It was a Tony Kabaka was introducing him to his friends, to his colleagues there, and this man was saying, he was saying some kind of things that people were really surprised. Is this Iyamu that was saying this? He said, you know the kind of power you have, power more than the big men. You know you guys are dangerous. He used that word. I listened over. Doesn't mean I didn't hear what I said. I didn't hear what I was listening to or what he said. He said you are going to be moving from one unit. From there, you have the tendency to move to another place. You have the tendency to move to another place. You are going to protect the vote. That was what Iyamu was telling them in that video. So for him to come back, you should know that nothing goes for nothing. Kabaka will not, he will want to work for anybody who is going to win so that he will get what he wants back. Because I could remember Oshomole and Kabaka, they were in the same camp. Of course, during the 2016 election and campaign, they were all against Iyamu. Now, the same Iyamu now, they've gone back to Iyamu. And meanwhile, the same PDP that was talking ill of Obaseki, now they are friends. You know, these politicians, you can't even defend them because they can move to anywhere their interest will be met and interest will be satisfied. So now, of course, we know that was what really happened. People were really complaining about the manner at which Tony Kabaka was getting this thing from these people. So at the end of the day, what do you think? And these people are saying they have heard about it. And there's no way Tony Kabaka must get something. And what are they going to pay him back with? Because I don't think whether there's any academic work they are going to give to him, whether they are going to give him a commissioner or whatever. It's still going to be that same opportunity he had when Oshomole was in governor. So now the market women have started crying out because they know that could happen. So for it to happen, because they've experienced it before, they wouldn't want a repeat of that. And that's why we are hearing from some of the market women who were saying, oh, they will never allow Iyamu to come in, because if that is what is going to compensate Iyamu with, what is going to compensate Tony Kabaka with, that definitely they will not succumb to that. They will do everything possible in their power to remove him from there. So that is how it is. Let's see whether they have the power to do that, because they said they are going to use their voters card, that's their permanent voters card, to do that. Even though if nobody has heard about what Iyamu is promising Tony Kabaka, but seeing them together, people will definitely try to insinuate. But some of them, so like the market leader or market the committee of the market women, saying that it was at Iyamu's place, according to the account or according to what he said. So even if nobody was there or nothing of such was heard, definitely they could possibly think that yes, that is what they are going to reward him with. So for them to do that, they just have to preempt what could happen so that they will not experience the same thing. Well, they will come out tomorrow and debunk that. How did you know? But they don't even need to wait for anybody to tell them, because they know that the same way Tony Kabaka was around all of them that time, and at the end of the day, what did they compensate him with? It is that same revenue collection. So definitely they will just want to think of such thing, that could be the area they are going to still give him so that he will make money for himself. So the people are just trying to be smart. It might be so, it might not be so, but definitely they will know that in one way or the other they're going to give this guy some kind of appointment, and which they are thinking it will not be far away from what he was doing before, and they will not want a repeat of that. So guys, let us hear your opinion, and leave your comment below in the comment section.